Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, here to bring you guys another wonderful episode of the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know we are a celebrity-based podcast show where we talk with entertainers, singers, songwriters, actors, directors, you name it. They all come down here and they all chill and have a really, really great time with us. Of course, you guys know I'm always excited to be bringing you guys our next guest for the show. She is a singer-songwriter. She is Vancouver-based, but she was born in London, and she is here to talk about her work, her music, and what inspires her. And I'm super glad that she is here and giving us her time. Everyone, please give a super warm welcome to Miss Chloe Morgan. Hi, Chloe.
Hello, thank you for having me.
I am so excited to be talking with you. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I know you are a busy woman, so I appreciate your time.
Absolutely, it is a pleasure to be here.
Oh, I'm so happy. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and fire the first question at you, Chloe. I want to know what began your passion for music and singing?
Wow. Well, I mean, what began it was, it's really interesting, this question, just because I would say that, it chose me rather than I chose it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think first of all, I've been on the stage since I was like 4 or 5 years old. And I've always had a love for music. My great grandmother actually was a pianist, a really phenomenal pianist,
Oh,
and
wow.
my great grandfather was a drummer, and my mom actually went to a stage school growing up, so it's just been in the family, and the musicality is the musicality's been in the family. And I started playing the piano when I was 10. I started playing the violin first, then when I was 6 or 7, and singing as long as I can remember. Like I said, I've been on the stage since I was like 4 or 5 years old, and singing, And I would say, like, I went as soon as I saw the movie The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. I was
Yes.
just like, and when she sung "I Will Always Love You," I was
Yeah.
like, that's it. I knew who I was meant to be. I was like, that's what I'm meant to do. And I think I've just always known my whole life, what I was meant to do, music. And I've always known who I was going to be. I've always known I was an artist. I've always known that. And so I would just say, that God has given me this beautiful gift, and it's up to me now to like really work the talent and work the gift, and really shine shine as much light in the world as possible through the music, that He's given to me. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah. But I love that though. Well, it looks like I love that the fact that it was all in the family. Like you said, your grandfather was a drummer. It just kind of it ran in your blood. And I like how you just knew instinctively this is what I'm supposed to do. Is being a
Yeah.
singer, is being an entertainer, to bring, as much joy and light as I can to the world. And that's exactly what you're doing with your music. So, and I think that's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely, of course. Going on to number 2 question, Chloe. I want to know, for first-time listeners of your music, what
Yes.
song would you suggest they listen to really understand who you are as an artist?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say Stars would probably be in the best vein. It was actually the first record that I brought out, that I would say really sort of kind of defines my music, and is kind of like the vein of where my music is going now. I did recently bring out a record called Taking Me There, but I would say that was more of me expressing my art form, and just sharing a message, because I feel like as an artist, I mean, I don't really like to be branded into like one category, or
Right.
like, well, this should be it. But I think I would say that was definitely I was basically, expressing myself through that song. And it's a beautiful song, but I would say my music's not really going in that direction. Like, my music is going very much in the vein of like Stars. So I would say it's very dance music. And I would recommend people to kind of start there, because that is what they've got more to look forward to, is that kind of music from you know, all the stuff that we're creating now, and we're going to be creating, and we're going to continue to bring out you're going to see in the next few months and years. So it's going to be
Ooh.
very much, yeah, that
Ah,
kind
super
of,
excited. Of course, I
yeah,
highly encourage my audience to start there. You heard it from the artist herself. If you want to really know who she is as an artist, check out that song. And of course, check out more of the music she's going to have in the near future. Which does bring me to my next question, number 3 question. I know you said you do not like to put yourself in one category when it comes to music, but
yeah.
describe your sound. How would you describe your sound?
Yeah, I mean, I would describe my sound now is it's dance music. It's definitely it's pop, dance, EDM music, and but I would say the message is very different to kind of what you're used to hearing from mainstream music, because it's definitely in that mainstream vein. But the message that I'm sharing is going to be very uplifting, and it's going to really speak to people's souls, you know, so
Yes.
in a very current and cool way, you know, and like I said, like dance related, so people are going to be, you know, feeling liberation within themselves, but like,
Yes.
you know, in clubs they're going to be dancing to the music in clubs and feeling liberated at the same time, and it's a spiritual thing, you know, it's definitely a very spiritual journey and thing that I'm putting out there that's going to help a lot of people. So yeah, I would say, I mean, that's pretty much my sound. It's very uplifting, it's dance music, it's and it's got a great message.
Ah, that is amazing. I love a good dance song. You know, I
Yeah,
can't dance. I have no rhythm, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be on the dance floor trying and feeling
absolutely.
free.
Listen, I mean, we all have our own rhythm that we sort of like move to, you know what I mean? And who's to say that that's wrong, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. I do tell people, you know, when it comes to dancing, I'll try, but just do not expect an accurate rhythm coming from me. It's not gonna happen. I just want to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, going on to the next question, going on to the number 4. Chloe, name 3 singers who influenced your career.
Yeah, I mean, well, like we said at the beginning of my journey, Whitney Houston.
Yes.
I would say, you know, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. I was very influenced by their music growing up, and you know, I mean, I would say there's lots of really great singers. I mean, current singers. I've really enjoyed listening to Dua Lipa, but again, like
Yes.
my message is very different to Dua Lipa's. So, but I like her music. You know, I like the sound that she creates. But yeah, I would say, I mean, I really enjoy, you know, a lot of pop artists are cool. But I would definitely say that, you know, from a young girl, I was more influenced by, you know, like Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, even Luther Vandross. I mean, very like
Oh,
soul. I really, really like soul artists, you know, that are really connected to the spirit. So
yes.
yeah. Mhm.
I love those choices, especially Luther Vandross. You surprised me on that one. You surprised me on that one. I love it
Oh,
though.
and Michael Jackson, I mean, like, you know, who doesn't love, I mean, his music is still so timeless. It still
Yes.
speaks today, you know, and anytime we've been playing a lot of Michael Jackson lately because my daughter loves Michael Jackson. She's only 2,
Yes.
and all the time she's like, Michael Jackson, like she just, you know, and so it does, again, it shows like we're talking about a baby in that, like in 2022, you know, that's like talking about Michael Jackson and his music. I mean, it lives on because it's
Yes.
so powerful, like it's so spiritual and so powerful and so good, you know, like this, it's got so much
Yes.
goodness in his music, and it's so connected, you know, to love, you know, and really putting out that beautiful like love vibration through music. So yeah, I mean, Michael is Michael is Michael, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But those are wonderful choices. I mean, yes, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, you know, Dua Lipa. I love listening to Dua Lipa. I can listen to her music all day. Um, And then yeah, Michael Jackson, I totally agree. I just got done listening to Remember the Times, and I swear it sounds like it could have came out today. It wouldn't surprise me. It just,
Yeah,
as you just said, that timeless classic feel. And it's just yeah, I completely agree with you on that one.
absolutely.
Going on to the number 5 question, Chloe, I want to make sure my audience keeps up with you, your music. Where are you on social media?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on Instagram at Chloe M Music. And I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, TikTok at Chloe Morgan Music. And if you want to just go to my website, you can go there. It's chloemorganmusic.com.
Love it. And of course, you guys know I highly encourage my audience. Make sure you check out Chloe Morgan on all social media platforms, SoundCloud, YouTube. We definitely want to hear more of her music, her work. So make sure you guys definitely check her out, give her a shout out, give her support, because yeah, we definitely want to see more of her music for sure.
Absolutely.
Of course. Going on to the number 6 question. What future projects are you involved with, Chloe, that you can just give a little dish about to the Jane Lounge audience?
Yeah, I mean, what I will say is like the creativity that you're going to start to see come out is going to be really, really amazing. Right now, so we like I said, I put out Taking Me There record just came out in February. We just released a remix over the past couple of weeks, and we're about to release the music video. So that's the next thing that's going to be popping off is the music video to this record. And it's, to be honest, like it's been a real slow movement that's happened on it, because we started recording this music video back in November, and we only just finished filming it a couple of weeks ago, because we had to wait for basically the weather to warm up, and also we needed basically like a kind of like a heaven on earth type of look, so we couldn't do that in the winter. And because our winter has lasted so long here in Vancouver, Canada, it's just been like, I mean, we barely had any good days. Do you know what I mean? So
Right.
we've been waiting on that one day, and we got the one day. It was literally the one day that we were filming that God brought the sun out, and then from then it was just pure rain after that again. So we were so grateful that we could get this down. So that there's been a lot of love that's been put into this video. A lot of different people have been working on it, from like people that are doing like major Netflix movies, and so we've got some amazing people that have and they're still working on it right now. So it's nearly finished. It's pretty much like it's all been edited. It's being like in the stages of color correction right now. So as soon as that is all wrapped up, then we're going to be putting it out. So hopefully it's going to be this month that we're going to see the video come out. And so that's the next thing to look forward to. And then I'm just going to be, releasing more and more music this year. Like I've got so many, I've got another video lined up for another record that's coming out. And so we've just got, and then we're in the stages of like writing and creating like brand new records that we're going to, make into like a full Chloe Morgan show. So which you're going to see like me DJ and perform. And yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that we're planning and working up to. And, I'm in the stage right now where I'm really just working my gift, like I'm back in training. I'm back in like singing classes. I'm back in like really working my gift, and becoming, making sure that it is, at the level that it needs to be operating on, and, what my capability is.
Yeah.
And so I'm really just like really working on my artistry this year, and just really growing as an artist. That's my focus this year, and putting out music, so I can start to build my audience. But I think, in these next coming like year, it's going to really start to be quite exciting, like the different projects that are going to be taking place. So that's what I can say right now. Yeah.
That sounds so exciting. And I have to say, I love how dedicated you are to your craft, Chloe. Taking the music lessons and and continuing to just, grow as an artist. I love your dedication. It's so refreshing to see, because I can't see you, but I can feel your dedication.
Thank
So
you.
that's
Yeah,
how
I
I
mean,
know.
I recognize, too, like I was just saying to some friends the other day, like, the reality is if you want to be a great singer, you got to practice every day. And
Yes.
so, and I feel like, that's happening now because I'm putting in the work, and it really boils down to like how much work you really put into it.
Yes.
So that's a huge part of it. But, I think too is just getting, because I think everything starts to really align when everything comes together, like mentally, spiritually, and physically. When you're operating from the right trajectory, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You're like operating in the right realm of who you've been really created to be. Everything just starts locking in the right place and starts falling into place, and then opportunities come that are really meant for you. So yeah, so I'm just learning to just really embrace the season that I'm in, and continually put out really uplifting, elevating, beautiful art.
Yes. Love it. I love all of it. And I just got chills. I am inspired by all the work that you're doing. I am. And I think
Thank
that's
you.
awesome. Yes, of
Thank you. Thank
course.
you.
Going on to the next question, Chloe. It's a little bit similar to the question number 4, but name 3 artists you love to collaborate with and why.
Oh, 3 artists I'd love to collaborate with. I mean, I'd love to do a record with Justin Bieber, actually.
Ooh,
I feel like
okay.
that would be really, really cool. We have similar belief systems, and and I like his music. I'd love to, work with him. What other artists? Let me think. I mean, I love Dua Lipa. I don't know if we're on the same sort of like planet when it comes to like messaging, but like musically, I love her music. I really enjoy Bruno Mars. I'd love to do a record with
Ooh,
him,
that's a good one.
and Calvin Harris. I would love to do a
Oh,
record
ho,
with him.
ho.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. You know what? I could definitely see one with Justin Bieber. You guys kind of have, like you said, that sound. So I can definitely see a nice dance pop collaboration single coming from you guys if that ever happens, which hopefully one day it will, because I
Mhm.
can definitely see that one be a complete hit. So it's, yeah, hopefully we're
Yeah,
speaking
and
that into
Calvin
existence.
Calvin Harris. I mean, he just is like he really knows how to like write a great song for an artist. Like
Mm-hmm.
and it his dance music is. I mean, he's a DJ too, like producer. So he's definitely in my vein. Of like the kind of music I'm putting out. So yeah, love to
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
I love all those choices. Those are really great choices, and especially Bruno Mars. I
Mm.
mean, because yes, he has redefined R&B pop really, and it's just awesome. I love it. There's not a single song of his I do not love.
Oh, I
All
know.
right,
So great.
all right. So going on to number 9 question, Chloe, what in your own words, what's been the most rewarding moments in your career?
Oh, the most rewarding moments. I think one of them was when I got an award for my DJing. That was back in 2018 or 17. At the end of 2017, I won an award for best DJ or breakout DJ of the year in Vancouver for a Golden Owl. That was really cool. It was like, it was like, especially kind of like how it happened, because I found out like last minute that like I was told last minute, oh, by the way, we forgot to let you know that you're in this category. Can you get your fans to vote for you? And it was just like, it was one of those times where it was like, okay, I put it out to people and people voted, and it was like, and I won it based on like kind of like God's merit almost, you know what I mean? It was like that could have only have been God, because it was like, I felt like it was like God saying, I have your back. Like even if people don't tell you that you're winning an award, just I'm still going to make it happen, you know what I mean? So it was still really, really cool how that kind of all worked out. And it was like, and I didn't feel like I had the support from a lot of people, but I knew that, like, you know, I knew that like I had God's support in that, and I won. And it was so, yeah, it was just kind of like I think my moment of being like recognized for, you know, I suppose how much I had grown in such a short space of time, you know, because I started DJing I learned to DJ in 2015, and it was literally 1 year after I started DJing, I took off in Canada, and I became a full-time music artist and DJ, and it was just you know, it all happened so quickly too, you know, like I know a lot of DJs that have you know, they've been doing it a long time, and they haven't got even as close to kind of where I've got, you know what I mean? And for me, it happened in a really short space of time. And I think it was like a moment of me being recognized, like she's about to like break out way beyond this. And so that was really cool. Another time I'm just trying to think of any other time in my career. I mean, I think there's been, I feel like even when I released Stars, that was already another great time for my career, because it's like me basically saying like, I'm releasing my first like record that you're going to start hearing so much more music from me now. So it was like me branching out as more than just a DJ, you know, because I've been signed to Warner's, and that was like an amazing moment in my career too, like being on a TV show back in the UK and then getting signed to Warner Brothers as part of a girl group. There were so many amazing moments. We went on tour with Daniel Bedingfield. We toured the whole of the UK, and we were on all TV and radio. Like all of that has been amazing times in my career that I can look back on it. But it wasn't it, you know what I mean? It was like I was not who I wasn't the artist that I am becoming now. I wasn't even a fragment of a person, you know what I mean? Because I had all these issues that I was dealing with at the time. And so even though I can look back and go, wow, that is a great reminder for me to know that like there's so much more that's, you know, that's up ahead now for me, because I have that, I can look back and go, I've done that, you know, and that wasn't even it, you know what I mean? And so I just think, you know, me coming out now with like my, you know, new music and sort of like setting a new trajectory as an artist. I think these are all amazing moments. And I think there's also enjoying the journey, you know what I mean? Like even the low moments, you can look back at those and go, that made me who I am today. Like I can look back at my low moments and go, I'm so grateful for that, because even though it was painful, it was necessary. You know, it was necessary, me becoming who I'm meant to be. I was meant to go through that for more endurance, you know what I mean? To be able to sustain what's going to happen in the future. So I just, you know, I try and just like really be in the moment and just like live from a really grateful, embracing standpoint. So yeah, I'm just awesome. Learning to really really embrace the journey and enjoy all the moments. And I know there's many more amazing, even more amazing moments to come.
Yes. And I love that attitude, because you're right. There's many more amazing moments to come for your career, and you've already had so many already. It's awesome. And that's just amazing. Daniel Bedingfield, I've always been a fan of his. So to be able to tour with him, that is how cool, you know.
Yeah.
You know, how cool is that? And just in case for you guys who don't know, Daniel Bedingfield, he did sing that song, You Got to Get Through This. Yeah. So that was a huge song. So you know, and of course his sister's Natasha Bedingfield. So they're both super talented. And yeah, that is amazing. That is amazing. All right. Going on to the last question there for you, Chloe. Any advice for any aspiring singers and songwriters who one day hope to have a career as successful as yours?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, you know, really really just work really, really hard. That's one of the first things. Like whatever talent that you've been given that's in your hands, really work it. Really, really like put your time and attention into it and just focus. You know, get rid of the distractions and really align with like what you really believe your purpose is, because purpose is so much more important than in anything else.
Mhm.
You know, and so we can be chasing something that's not necessarily our purpose. You know, it's like you've heard of the saying, it's a good thing but it's not a God thing, you know what I mean? And the
Yes.
God thing is always so much better. And so I would just be like really working on like your spirituality and you know, your giftings, and just really you know, stepping into the light, you know, more, and then bringing your gifting in that way, because our gift isn't to serve us, you know what I mean? It's not a self-serving gift that we've been given. It we're meant to be giving our gifts away.
Yes.
And so when we have that mentality, it really changes the, you know, it changes the way that we do things. You know, we don't do things to like gain glory. We do it because we want to give away, we want to help people, we want to be a light in this world. And I think that's really, really important moving forward, especially the times that we're in now, you know. And you just with like, it's so easy to like look around and just be like, what is going on with this world right now, you know? But
Yeah.
it's still, we're still, as it's getting darker, we're meant to shine brighter. And so
Yes.
I think that you know, really just working your gift and just coming from the right heart. Like, you know, we need to come back to music that's about love, that's about giving, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yes.
and just really singing from that place, you know, because then it's not self-serving, you know. It is about,
Hey.
it's about others, and it's about helping this planet. So yeah, that's what I would just encourage. And then, you know, you'll get to find the, you know, find the music that you love, and find the sounds that you love. And I mean, just even like listening to different sounds that you like, you know, and that really can like, that really, I mean, it's because everything of what we're made up of and what we do in this life is because we've been influenced by something or someone, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
we've heard it before, we've heard the sounds, we've heard the music, we've heard the artists, you know. And so we're influenced by all these different things. And so yeah, I would just like I said, just work on who you are, and just work on your giftings, and then it will begin to flow out of you. And you know, just ask for God's guidance in it too. Like we really need to look to God to like lead us through these times right now. So
Mhm.
that's really, really important to never ever lose sight of that.
Yes. I can say amen to that because I agree with everything you just said. I yeah, more than ever, you know, we need God's guidance. But as you said, you know, work hard at your talent and
Yeah,
realize that it's not if you've been giving a gift, it's not, you know, a gift that's solely just for you. It's for you to share with others, especially with, like you just said, the times are like right now. It's really easy for, you know, to get lost in this darkness, to feel like there's no hope, to feel like there's no end to the sight, but there is. And we got to, as you said, shine brighter than these dark times. And I completely agree with that.
absolutely, absolutely. And,
Absolutely.
you know, it's so easy to just fall into that sort of negative cycle of thinking, you know, like, oh, it's just, you know, that the world's going to hell in a handbasket type of thing, you know.
Right. Yeah.
We can't think like that, you know. We have to continue to just to be the light, you know.
Exactly.
And you know, we're meant to meditate on the things above, not below. So you
Exactly.
set your mind on the things above, and just, you know, and you know, it's down to the individual, you know what I mean? It's like,
Hmm.
want to change the world, you got to change you first. You have to be the
Exactly.
change that you want to see.
And it's so true. And it's so true. We have to remind ourselves we're in this together, and we can get through this together. So it's just, yeah, I completely agree with that. But Chloe, I have enjoyed talking with you. I love, like I said, I
Me
love how
too.
committed and dedicated you are as an artist. That's so refreshing to, see and hear. And I just cannot wait to see how more you evolve and then just, yeah, I can see all the success and all the rewards coming your way just because you are just that artist. And I appreciate you giving me your time and talking about your work and talking about what you love.
Absolutely. I also forgot to mention, and now that I'm thinking about it, I also have a radio show called Vibes for You, and also to look forward to as well. I've got lots of really a lot of artists actually coming on the show that used to be like big bands, and so I'm going to be putting a lot of focus on that in the next few months too. But yeah, I have a radio show that's once every month. It's on djradio.ca with iHeartRadio, and yeah, that show is growing, and yeah, we'll have to see obviously how that starts to develop as well too. So yeah, lots of really cool projects on the way.
You sounds exciting. Well, make sure you keep us here at the J Lounge posted because I want to know more about your work. And of course, I will always highly encourage my audience. Make sure you check out more of Chloe's work, her music, her radio show as well, and just make sure you guys support her just as an artist. She's just one of those rare artists that really is focusing on the music and connection, and that's just a refreshing and beautiful thing to see. So yeah. I want to thank my amazing guest one more time, Miss Chloe
Thank
Morgan.
you.
Of
Thank
course.
you so much for having me. I've had a really amazing time chatting with you.
I'm so happy to hear that. I am. That's exactly what we strive here at the J Lounge. So I'm glad that we achieved that. Of course, I want to thank everyone for listening in. I want to thank my audience for being amazing. And of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson. I will be back with another great episode of the J Lounge here soon. Till then, everyone, happy 4th of July. Stay positive, stay beautiful, and I will be back soon. Bye.
Bye.